Hey there, my Tyler Perry Sisters fans. It's your girl Barbie J here with my 2 cents on the preview trailer breakdown for Sisters Season 7, Episode 3, grand openings and closings. And I'm going to tell you right now, there is a lot to talk about here. There's a lot to unpack. I attached a clip of both the trailer behind the episode 2 and the one that I saw on Twitter, and it's a lot. It's a lot. So let's check out the clips, and then I'll jump right in with my 2 cents.
I need your help. Garrett, I could get fired just being on the phone with you. All the partners are coming in today. You need to get your story together. If they're not careful. Sorry, miss, we're not open yet. You may not be opening. Excuse me? The past could come back.
I think we should talk about what happened.
I should be fine, right? What is happening? Gary is happening. Gary's being investigated by the FBI.
Andy, a little ungrateful. I funded her entire lifestyle, and she can't answer the damn phone. Is she gonna be a problem for us? No, you let me worry about her.
I asked Rich to give me his sperm. What? Please.
Look for Karen's salon opening.
Now, so because this is the grand opening day for Karen's salon, and I'm noticing a scene that I'm not familiar with Sabrina, and she's telling Andy and Danny that she asked Rich for his sperm, and Danny's like, "Oh my gosh," she just was like, "I'm not gonna say nothing." Took a sip of whatever she was drinking, and Andy was like, "You did what?" I'm like, I don't care how drunk you was. You don't get that stupid, Sabrina. So I'm curious to see what they're going to say to her. But they're going to let her know she need to stop it. Because we do know somewhere else in the season she's going to talk about freezing her eggs or something. I don't know why you freezing your eggs. You need to just leave that man alone and find a man who wants to have some children. This makes no sense that we even going to keep on with this storyline, and she's going to keep in a relationship with him thinking she's going to change him, because that ain't going to happen. Because then we see Rich saying he wants to talk about what happened last night, and basically it was her talking about Sabrina talking about getting married and about having children. I mean, they couldn't even agree on a dog. He wanted a cat. So I'm like, she said a house, he said a condo. He's not a match for you, Sabrina. He don't want to get married. He don't want no kids. He don't want a dog, and he don't want a house. That's that. Move it right along. Okay, what's another scene we have here? We have Pam saying, "Oh, fresh start." That's the name of her salon, Karen's Fresh Start. And in this scene, Karen and Pam are there, and the lights go out. And I'm like, is this how they starting that day? Because they're dressed in the clothes they're going to have for the ribbon cutting. So I don't know what's happening. Did she not pay an electric bill, or was there faulty electrical work done? Because then in another scene, some woman is coming in there and telling them the salon may not be opening. And we don't know why that is or what that is. I'm like, who is this woman? Because at first I was like, could she be a landlord or something? Somebody who owns it, or maybe she's the building inspector, somebody from the building inspector. Because I was saying she can't be a landlord because Karen supposedly owned the building now. So I don't know if she got a CFO, your certificate of occupancy. I'm sorry, COO. I'm so crazy. I don't know if she got everything in order. So maybe that's why that lady's here. So that lady's either there for some money or for something Karen didn't have done before her opening. And maybe they work something out, because we do see that grand opening does happen. But if any of you have an idea of who this lady might be, put it down in the comment section, because I'm open to all scenarios of what's going on before the show happens. We then see Miss Lisa jumping into the car with Zach. I'm like, what? Where did Miss Lisa come from? I'm glad she's back and making an appearance, but I'm sure she's at the grand opening, and maybe she's jumping in that car telling Zach not to come, because we do see that Zach has some flowers in his hand. So she might tell him, if you show up, it might send the wrong message. But remember, Karen, at the end of season 6, Karen was being cool with Zach and Fatima. And then season 7, episode 1, she throwing shade and calling names. So We don't know what happened over those 3 months, but maybe it's enough for Miss Lisa to say, Zach, I don't think you should be here. This is nice of you to come and support her, but this is not the time. Something like that. Maybe that's what it is. And then we see Zach getting home and he has the flowers in his hands. I don't know if they roses or whatever, but Fatima sees them and she's like, oh, nice flowers. And he go, well, actually, these was for Karen's on grand opening. Now, first of all, how was you at the grand opening without Fatima? Why would you even go? And it seems to me that Fatima, by her expression, one, she's shocked that, oh, you bringing her flowers, you don't ever bring me none. And the other thing is, did you even tell her you were going to the grand opening? Did you at work as a couple and say, babe, do you want to go to Karen's grand opening? Do you want to support her? Do you want to? I would like to go. Talk to her. What do you think if I bring some flowers? What if, talk as a couple, Zach? You cannot keep running out willy-nilly doing stuff on your own like you're a bachelor. Damn it, you're not a bachelor. You have a fiance. Don't get me started again with that Zach Jr. because I did a whole video on that. How dare you want to name your baby's mama Zach Jr. when you almost have a wife here? Come on. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got thrown off track. But like I said, I think Miss Lisa's telling him not to go in and be a part of it. And Zach goes home upset about it. And then he upsets Fatima because he didn't tell her where he was going and the fact that he brought Karen some flowers. So that's going to be a little bit of tension between them, I'm sure, in this episode as well. Next, we see Gary calling Hayden for help. And Hayden is like, I could get fired for just being on the phone with you, Gary. I can't talk to you. I can't help you. Hayden like, I'm covering my behind. But he did tell Fatima Gary was acting kind of shady and acting kind of funny and always planning and plotting. He knew something was up. Yeah, he was stealing money from folks and millions of dollars. You take it from people and not registering it with the SEC. Boy, he about to go to jail. I hope to see Gary behind bars. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but if you feel the same way, put that down in the comment section as well. So now we see Gary. He's trying to reach Andy, and she hasn't answered any of his calls. Maybe she don't like him. Maybe she don't want to be bothered with him. Maybe she can't stand him. No, I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe she ignoring him after the way he was acting, but no. It seems like she's probably at the ribbon cutting ceremony. Her phone is off and she's with her friend supporting her friend's new hair salon. That's probably what's going on and she's not paying attention. I would like to say that was it. But she's probably saying, what does he want? I am so over Gary. Not right now. I'll call him when I'm ready. And that's probably what she's saying. I'll call him when I'm ready. But then you hear the guy, what's his name? Hudson? I thought he called them cousins, but somebody said it's Hudson. He's asking is she going to be a problem? Because Gary's like, she's a selfish biatch. I funded her entire lifestyle and she can't even answer her damn phone. I can't stand. And so this guy Hudson is saying, is she going to be a problem for them? And Gary says, you just let me worry about her. And he's like, okay, so obviously somehow Andy is the key to this stuff. I don't know how Andy is able to help Gary or support Gary in any kind of way since they haven't been even on good speaking terms in the last few months. I guess this is going to be when he ends up blackmailing her into marrying him. And I don't know if all of this has to do with the FBI and his taxes, and maybe they're going to try to take her penthouse and car, and that might be the only way she could keep it, even though everything's in her name. They were gifts to her through other people's probably money. Who knows? I don't know how the FBI works. I know some of you are smart out there and intelligent and y'all know how these things work. But to me, they don't care if it's a gift. If you took other people's money and gave it to other people or put it in somebody else's bank account, they still going to take it. They make you liquidate those funds and everything. But what's she going to do? Marry him to save him so she don't have to testify against him or something? Is that what he's trying to get her to do? Long as she don't testify against him? But then we also have that scene where Fatima is calling Andy and tells her to come into the office. She just heard them mention her name. And Andy's like, what? And she's like freaking out. So she gets into the office and asks, what's going on? And Andy goes, and Fatima tells her, is Gary what's going on? And she tells her, he's being investigated by the FBI. And she's like, what? And she's like, I should be fine, right? And Fatima's telling her, all the partners are coming in and that Andy needs to get her story together. I said, what story is that? What story does Andy have to get together because of this? That's where I get confused. I'm like, she's just working there. Is she a partner? Andy's not a partner or anything. So shouldn't the partners be getting everything together? What does Andy have to do with Gary? And I think that's a missing part that these new writers are leaving out and haven't told us or explained. And that's why we're kind of confused. I know I am. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I'm totally confused why or how Andy is attached with Gary and this law firm. And so there was one last scene that I'm not going to go into detail about it here because I did an entire video on it. And it was with Danny and that therapist who came to her house, and she sat down and asked Danny what made her seek out therapy. So this is all that I have about this preview trailer breakdown. I don't know what else I could think of to say about these folks, but y'all put it down in the comment section what y'all thinking, and I will see you all in the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. It's your girl Barbie J saying peace.